guys, welcome back to my channel. This video is gonna be my shop my stash or bi-weekly makeup drawer for the next 2 weeks. Let's go through the products that I had in here. We'll take some stuff out and then we'll shop my stash for new products. I know for a fact that I'm gonna take both of these out, the Essence Brighten Up and the Essence All About Matte Fixing Compact Powder. Both of these are gonna come out. I should have my Essence Full Face Friday already up. I'll have it linked in the cards above, or in the description box. So if you're curious about what I thought about these, you can check out that video. I am gonna go ahead and take out the Tarte Smooth Operator. It's not my favorite powder, but I can see why people like it. It's super finely milled. Very lightweight, but I am gonna take it out and I'll put some other stuff in. I'm gonna keep in here the AO Studio Perfect Setting Powder. I like this stuff, so I'm gonna try work on it, so I'm keeping it in here. I am taking out the NARS Laguna bronzer. This guy is absolutely gorgeous, but I am gonna take it out. I'm taking out both of these Essence Pure Nude Highlighter and Sunlighter. I am gonna take out the Becca, what's this guy called? The Gradient Sunlit Bronzer in Sunrise Waves. It's beautiful. It is so nice. I think they have sunrise waves and sunset waves. This is perfect for light to medium skin tone, but if you are medium dark, I think the darker one would look absolutely gorgeous. Looks so beautiful. Looks like a very healthy NARS Capri highlighter. This guy is absolutely stunning. Kind of want to look into more NARS highlighters. This is the little guy, but I think this is the only one that they have so small. But yeah, it made me really want to think about picking up a few more. I am gonna keep the MAC Snow Flushed Extra Dimension highlighter in here because I did not play with it enough. My husband said that I look like a fairy the day that I used it. It's kind of cute. Essence Satin Touch Blush. Again, watch that Essence video if you're curious. I am gonna take it out. I'm also gonna take out the Ofra blush in Chameleon, also by NARS, and this is Dolce Vita. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful blush. Part of me kind of want to keep it in here, but let's keep it to the side because I really liked it. I used this guy once or twice, ColourPop Bow Down. It's a really pretty sparkly purple. I used it in conjunction with the Morphe 35M eyeshadow palette. It looked really pretty with it. These are drying up, so I don't know if I should keep them in here, continue to use them, but I don't think so. I kind of have an idea what I want to use next week, so I don't want to keep them and not use them. Again, this is ColourPop and this is in the shade Off the Grid. I used the crap out of this guy the past 2 weeks just because, again, it's drying up, it's starting to crumble, so I packed it on as tight as possible on my lid. It looked gorgeous. ColourPop Crossing Lines. It's not my favorite out of all three, but it is a nice neutral shade. Not too bad. I am gonna take it out. And again, I'm gonna take this guy out this time. I'm not gonna keep it in here. This is the NARS Orgasm Loose Blush. Actually, they call it Illuminating Loose Powder. Gorgeous. For mascaras, okay. These are gonna stay. Essence Make Me Brow, I put it in not that long ago. Actually, no, I am gonna take it out because I would like to finish up the ULTA. I'm gonna put it back in my collection. Maybe I'll get something else in this week. Essence Cover Stick. This is the only thing that is getting decluttered, or I'm gonna return it, or at least I think so. I did put in the ColourPop No Filter Concealer, and this is in the shade Fair 08. I went through my concealers and this guy looked like it was starting to separate, so I wanted to put it in to get some use out of it. I had heard a lot of people say that these are really nice and they oxidize, so they darken up and all that, but I don't know. I I did not look good with this concealer on, so I used it a little bit as like brightening instead of concealing under my eye. It was okay for that. It's time that I start working on this, the Tarte Shape Tape. I do want to try and finish it. The concealer that I'm using, the Wet n Wild, is almost empty. As soon as that is empty, I'm gonna try and finish this guy. It's been open for a while. These mascaras are gonna stay in here. Essence Metal Shock eyeshadow, beautiful eyeshadow. Coming out. I am gonna keep the MAC Joy 2 Shiny Pretty shadow. I'm gonna keep this in, but I'm gonna take this guy out. The MAC Stylishly Mary, I'm gonna take it out. I do have some perfume samples in here. All of these lip products I used and I really loved, so I am gonna take all of them out. Okay, I will be taking out the Essence Fresh and Fit Awake Makeup, the Healthy Glow Foundation. I finished this guy, you guys. It's LA Girl Shady Slim Brow Pencil. It's completely empty. I actually finished it today when I did my makeup. I wanted to keep it in here until I filmed this video and then put something else. Actually, I had to pull something else in. I'm gonna pull in quite a few of e.l.f. products to use for the next 2 weeks because my next Full Face Friday I want to do is on e.l.f. So I'm gonna pull this guy in, or I pulled this guy in. It's not my favorite brow pencil. I was actually really surprised at how much I've used of it. I'm gonna keep it in here. I'm gonna play with it. Ulta Beauty Matte Makeup Setting Spray. I think this is gonna be the next one I try to pan. I did use it quite a bit. I'm actually around here now, so I used quite a bit of this in the past 2 weeks. I do want to finish some other setting sprays, and I might pull that in as a panning item. Essence Prime and Studio HD Hydra Primer Spray. I'm gonna pull this guy out of here. I'm pulling out the MAC Hyper Real Foundation. I really enjoyed this guy. I applied it all over my face before I went in with the Essence foundation a couple times. Looked really beautiful. Like it made my made my face glow from kind of within kind of thing. Too Faced Tinted Beauty Balm. I don't have a whole lot left in here. I mean, I could tell it's getting empty. I am gonna keep it in my collection. I might pull it in a little bit later to try and actually pan it, but for now it's gonna come out. I tried to work really hard on this guy. I thought I would be able to finish it. The Julep Blank Canvas Mattifying Treatment Primer. I really love this guy, but I still have a lot of product in it, and again, I want to finish it because it's broken. I don't want it to go bad before I can finish it, so I am gonna keep it in here. Gonna continue to work on it. I really need to pan it more than anything. So Essence All About Bronze eyeshadow palette coming out. The Smashbox Ablaze eyeshadow palette coming out. Essence Sun Club Matte Bronzing Powder for lighter skin. This guy is coming out. You can see I'm starting to wear down the pattern on it. I really like this product. So this thing is absolutely gorgeous. I'm so happy I picked this guy up, and this is the Smashbox Ablaze face palette. Oh my god, this thing is stunning. I mixed both blushes together. I wore this one by itself. I wore this highlighter more than this, a couple times more than this. I used both bronzers. Absolutely beautiful palette. I would highly recommend it if you're considering it. It looks very pigmented like this blush, but if you go in with a fan brush, I know people don't like fan brushes. Go in with a fan brush. You would be so surprised at how beautiful and natural you're gonna look. Morphe 35M Boss Mood eyeshadow palette. I did a couple looks with this guy. I liked the looks that I ended up creating, but I had a little bit of problem with the greens. Like I kind of hit hard pan on this one right here, which is, I hate that they don't have the names printed, Bold Moves. So I kind of hit hard pan on Bold Moves. The day that I did a look with this shade as like all over, kind of like the crease and on the lid, and then I packed some darker shades on top. I felt like it kind of stained my eyelid, because when I took off my makeup, my eyelid was a little pink, and I was kind of worried that I had some sort of reaction. But when I washed my face, you know, like in a day or so, it just kind of came off, so it wasn't too bad. But yeah, I was a little worried that maybe it actually irritated my eyelids. Thank God it didn't. So that's coming out. And the MAC Hyper Real Glow is coming out as well. This guy is stunning, absolutely stunning. I'm gonna go ahead and leave this mess on top here as it is. And let's shop my stash. Okay, so the drawer directly below my everyday drawer is my foundations, and like I said, I do want to do an e.l.f. video, so I'm gonna pull in the e.l.f. Flawless Finish Foundation. The shade is Nude. I recently hauled this from ULTA. This is the third color I pick up from this foundation. I really like the foundation itself. I have just been having a really hard time getting my correct shade. They had changed their shade names so many times. I was like, so I'm gonna pull this guy in, and hopefully it would be a good match for me. Some other foundations, what I really would like to do is, I do have some foundations that are a little bit like older and I don't know what I think about them. For example, I have this one by The Ordinary, the Serum Foundation. It is separated, but when you shake it, it's completely fine. This is in the shade 1.2 Yellow Gold. That's too light for me, so I have been using this as a mixer. I don't know if I should pull it in and try to use it as a foundation, or if I should try and form an actual opinion on this color pop, and if I don't like it, I might declutter it, because I do have a lot of foundation and this is just getting ridiculous. So I don't know what I should do. Or I can try pulling this guy and try to pan it. I remember that I really liked it when I tried it. This is the Revolution, but I have a lot of product left, so it's gonna be impossible to pan. It's gonna be a couple months. No, I'm gonna stick to my original idea. I'm gonna pull this guy in. I don't remember what I thought about it when I used it previously, so I'm gonna pull it in. Try form an opinion about it. If I do actually like it, I'm gonna keep it in my collection. If I don't like it, I'm going to declutter it. So I'm gonna pull this in. The ColourPop No Filter Foundation, and the shade that I have is Light 75. So that's 2 foundations to pull in. For concealers, I do have a couple concealers open, so I'm not gonna pull in any new concealers. Powder foundations, I'm not gonna pull any in. Okay, the next drawer down is my blushes, and since I really want to do an e.l.f. Video, I'm gonna try to pull in a couple e.l.f. blushes, as well as some other blushes, of course. There are a few from e.l.f. that I don't know what I think about anymore. I do have this guy, which is I think this is like the cream bronzed peach, and this was the aqua line. I don't even know if they still make it. So a cream bronzer and a cream blush. I think this would be nice to pull in. So let's bring this guy in. I remember that I really liked St. Lucia shade. Yeah, I've used the crap out of this guy. Do I want to bring this in? And I have the matte one, the matte combo, which is in Fiji. Let's bring in the Fiji one, because one cream and one powder. More blushes from e.l.f. I know I have these 2, and I remember liking both of them. This kind of looks more of a highlighter. This is the Baked Peach, and these are the mineral blushes. So this guy, I mean, this doesn't look like a blush, right? Looks more of a highlighter. Let's bring it in and try and use it as a highlighter. And the e.l.f. Pressed Mineral Blush in Sweet Retreat. I remember really liking this guy. Looks so light though. What was I thinking? Whatever. Let's bring them in. See if I still like them or not. Do I have more e.l.f. blushes? Let's see. No, I do have a lot of Wet n Wild. Oh, I have this one by e.l.f. Yeah. Ooh, I like this guy. Wanderlust. Let's bring this guy in. Really like this guy. I might actually keep this guy, and that lighter one might have to go. Okay. Let's think about... Oh, I have this blush too by e.l.f. Blushing Rose. Actually, what I'm gonna do... oh, I like this guy. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm gonna bring in this guy and this guy, and these 2 I'm not, because yeah, I don't think they're, yeah, well, we're gonna do these two because I do want to bring in other products other than e.l.f. Next for blush, what do I want to bring in? Should I bring in this guy? This is the Smashbox ULTA highlighter thing, but I like it as a blush, and this is in the shade Rosematic. Let's do a quick swatch. Isn't it beautiful? I mean, look at this pattern. So, definitely a blush on my skin tone. So I'm gonna bring this guy in. I think that's enough blushes because with the duo, yeah, that's enough blushes. Let's move on, next drawer. Okay, so the drawer directly under my blush drawer is blush palettes, and I don't think I'm gonna bring anything in. I could bring in this e.l.f. face palette, the blush palette, but I kind of custom created this one. I had both of them. I had the light and the deep, or medium and deep. I can't remember what they were called. So I had both of them, and I picked the shades that I wanted, and I, you know, moved them around. So I'm not gonna bring this guy in, but these are amazing formula, by the way. Okay. From this eyeshadow drawer, which is the last eyeshadow drawer, I know I'm not gonna bring anything in because I know which palette I'm gonna bring in, and you guys are gonna freak out, or at least I'm gonna freak out. I couldn't wait to film this video so I could bring them in. So nothing from this drawer. Okay, now we moved on to my single shadow drawer. I don't think I want to bring anything in from here, although I kind of want to play with a little bit of glitter. Oh, this guy wasn't closed all the way. It's made a mess. Oh no, look how pretty that is though. Oh, gorgeous. Kind of want to play with a little bit of glitter. It's the time of the year, right? Or like pigments. Ooh, I have red that I've never used. This guy. Oh, that's why I need my ooh, I forgot about these. Butter London, like the oil slick thing. I keep calling them oil slick because one of them is called oil slick. This is icing. I think I should bring a couple of these, or maybe all of them, because this is the oil slick one. I absolutely love this shade. Oh, yes, they're starting to dry out. Look how pretty that is. I mean, look at that. Yeah, I'm gonna bring this guy in. I miss it. I really like, this is probably one of my favorite shades. So I'm gonna bring this guy in. So my next drawer down is my powders. And from here, I do wanna bring in, I think I'm gonna bring this guy in, the Maybelline Fit Me press powder. I'm not trying to finish it. I had repressed it, and I did such a crappy job repressing it. Although it's not my favorite. Oh, I want to bring this guy in for sure. I really like this guy, and this is the Prime and Stay finishing powder. I really, really like it actually by e.l.f. I'm gonna bring this in, and I'm gonna bring in think for my under eye area I want to bring in, let's bring in this guy, oh no, its time is coming, that NYX powder. I love it. Obviously I have a gigantic pan in it. How about we bring in Coty Airspun? It's been a while. I have two of them. One is Naturally Neutral, and then the other one is the Translucent Extra Coverage. I can't remember which one I have open, or if it's both of them. Oh, yep, this guy's open for sure. And this guy's open for sure. Darn it, both of them are open. So which one should we bring in, you guys? Oh, ugh, that smell, man. Oh no, this guy is not open. It just had busted. Let's bring this guy in. This is the Naturally Neutral. That smell is everywhere. For the next drawer down is the bronzer drawer, and from here what I really want to bring in is, I like this bronzing palette a lot from e.l.f. I'm gonna bring this guy in. I think that's gonna be it because I do have bronzers in the duo palette. So this is the e.l.f. bronzer palette. I really, really like this palette. And I think that is gonna be it from here. Highlighter palettes. Should we do it? Should we do more e.l.f. highlight? More palettes from e.l.f.? Why not? Let's do it. This is the e.l.f. Illuminating Palette. Again, I really like it. So let's bring that guy in. The last drawer down is highlighters. And from here, what's this? Oh, MAC. What do I want to bring in? Everybody raves about these, and these are the e.l.f. baked highlighters, and this is in Blush Gem. I never really got into them. I don't know why. I think it's time I give them a real shot. I mean, it looks beautiful, but I don't know. I'm gonna bring this guy in. Ooh, no, where is it? I have one by there it is. Artist Couture, and I think those are now being sold at Sephora. So I want to bring this guy in and play with it a little bit. This is in the shade Illuminati. Ooh, I dipped my finger in too much. Okay, I'm gonna bring this guy in. I haven't used it in forever. And let's see, what else are we gonna bring in? For highlighter, e.l.f. Sunkissed Glow Bronzer in the shade Sunkissed. I want to bring this guy in. It's not a bronzer, for damn sure it's not a bronzer, but it's a deep highlighter. I'm gonna bring that in. Since we recently hauled this, let's bring it in. This is the Becca Shimmer Skin Perfector in Lilac Geode. This is what it looks like. I think I want to bring it in. Since, yeah, I'm gonna bring that guy in. I do want to bring this guy in because this is the only one of the AOA Studio ones that I kind of held on to, and I don't know if I like it. I'm gonna bring it in. This is in the shade Blissful. I bought this from Shop Miss A. A lot of them were kind of a dud, but this guy looked so pretty. Yeah, I'm gonna bring it in. It's definitely bam in your face highlighter. Here is my lip drawer. I know what I'm gonna get, or I'm gonna bring in for lip drawer. I did pick up a new holiday set. I want to bring that in, which I'll show you in a little bit, but I wanted to show you my lip drawer. I have a lot of lip products missing from here because I just filmed my red lipstick collection. Yeah, I don't know when that video will be up, but yeah, I have a lot of red lipsticks. So anyway, so nothing from here this week. For setting sprays and like primer mists and stuff like that, I have a couple that I want to bring in. I want to bring in this one by e.l.f. I remember really liking it, and this is the Makeup Mist and Fix. I want to bring that in, and I want to bring in this guy. Oh, where's its lid? And this is the e.l.f. Illuminating Primer Mist. I don't know if I liked it or not. There's the lid for it. I really like both of these mists, but I'm not gonna bring them in. e.l.f. Soothing Aloe Mist. I like it, and I love this one, the Hydrating Coconut Mist. I love both of these. Anyway, so that's it from here. A primer mist and a setting spray. Moving on to this primer drawer. I don't think I'm going to bring anything in because I did bring in the Illuminating Primer Mist, and I do have that mattifying primer that I want to try and finish up by Julep. So I don't think I'm going to bring anything in from here. Yeah, I kind of want to try this guy. I hauled it recently, and this is the Under Eye Brightening Corrector. Maybe we'll bring this guy in. I know it's not a primer, but let's bring this guy in, play with it a little bit. Lighting's changed a little, but this drawer is my face palettes. I think since I brought in that bronzer palette and the illuminating palette, I might not bring anything in from here this time around. From this eyeshadow drawer, this is like my drugstore eyeshadows. I want to bring in one of these e.l.f. palettes, the 10 pan. Is it this one? No, not this one. Is it this one? Yes, I want to bring this guy in, and this is the Sunset palette by e.l.f. It's beautiful, stunning. And now let me show you the great stuff I'm bringing in. Okay, you guys, so I put some of the stuff in here, and then I'm gonna show you the other stuff that I'm gonna put in, and then my eyeshadow palettes, of course. Let's go through what I put in, and then I'll show you the lip products, and I will show you the eyeshadow palettes that joined my collection recently. I'm so excited to share that with you. The first thing in here that I put in was the bronzer. I actually went ahead and picked this guy back in, shopped my stash for it. This is the e.l.f. Primer Infused Bronzer. I remember that, and this is in the shade Forever Sunkissed. It is a beautiful bronzer. They did really well with this this line. The e.l.f. Prime and Stay Finish in Powder, light medium. I guess this should have been here. The eyeshadow, the gloss eyeshadow by Butter London. And this is in the shade Oil Slick. This is in here. For highlighters, I have the MAC Snow Flushed. This is the e.l.f. I think it's called bronzer, but I think it's more of a highlighter. It's not a bronzer, that's for damn sure. AOA Studio Halo Highlighter, and this is in Blissful. e.l.f. Baked Highlighter in Blush Gems. Definitely have a variety of highlighters this time around. A lot of different tones. This is Lilac Geode by Becca. And then the last one is the Artist Couture Illuminati. There it is, right there. It does have big chunks of glitter, but I'm fine with that. So here are the highlighters. Let's do the blushes. Again, I have the Smashbox Vlada, and this is Rosematic. This thing is so pretty. I don't know that I should be swatching everything all over again. Look at that blush. Man, that's gorgeous. Let's do this one. This is e.l.f. Wonderlust. A really pretty mauve blush. This is e.l.f. Blushing Rose. And should I do the cream ones? And okay, let's do these. So I have the e.l.f. Contouring Blush and Bronzing Powder. This is the shade Fiji. This is the blush, and this is the bronzer. The blush, and here's the bronzer. They're beautiful, aren't they? I don't know how much use I'm gonna be able to get out of this guy, but this is their Aqualine. Do they even still sell the Aqualine? These are cream. Beautiful colors and very easy to work with. So for concealer, I went ahead and actually got this guy. I'm gonna bring it in. The e.l.f. HD Lifting Concealer. I have the shade Light. Their shade range kind of sucks of this guy, but the concealer itself I really like. I'm gonna put this guy in. I know I have too many concealers open, but no, I like that guy, so I don't mind using it. For eyeshadow, I'm actually gonna bring in one more eyeshadow in here, like a single eyeshadow, and that's gonna be the MAC Make-A-Wish from the Shiny Pretty eyeshadow. I had thought that when I placed my order, I thought the description of these on ULTA's website is all screwed up. This is supposed to be the Tarnished Olive, and this is definitely not Tarnished Olive. This is the Joy 2. Yeah. These are such like beautiful holiday eyeshadows. Perfect for this time of the year, obviously, for parties and all that. But I don't mind wearing glitter and shimmer all year round, so I'm good. For lips, let me show you the lip set that I'm gonna bring in. I'm gonna bring in this guy, and this is by Smashbox. This is the Holidays Always On Liquid Lip Set. I know I didn't film a haul on it or anything like that, but I do want to bring it in. So let me go ahead and swatch all these shadows, or I mean all these lipsticks, and then I'll come back and tell you what the shades are. I went ahead and swatched all the lip colors. I'm gonna go through them just like they are in the actual, like they were in the actual packaging. So the first shade, the first one right here is called Misconduct. The one right next to it is Man Eater, Steppin' Out, XO Vlada, Babe Alert, and Rust Fund. I am so excited to play with these, like seriously. I do really like the Smashbox Always On Liquid lipsticks. 3 of them are all just matte, and the other 3 are metallic mattes. I do have one other lipstick that I want to bring in, and that's from the MAC Shiny Pretty Thing collection, and this is A Wink of Pink. This guy, whoa, stunning. Look at that lipstick. Look at that. I mean, that is beautiful. It is pink, but it's gotten gold in it. Yeah, I'm excited to play with this. And the packaging of this is absolutely stunning too. Let's move on to what's in here. I do have the e.l.f. foundation, e.l.f. Mist and Set, the ColourPop foundation, the No Filter foundation, e.l.f. Illuminating Primer Mist, which I can't seem to get close it. And I do have the Coty Airspun Skies Gigantic. I do have both e.l.f. palettes. One is the Illuminating palette and one is the Bronzer palette. So that's in here. The e.l.f. Rose Gold Sunset. Is it called? Yeah, Rose Gold Sunset eyeshadow palette. And now, are you ready? Are you ready? Do you kind of have an idea what this is? Should I tell you what this is? Yeah, so I did it, you guys. I placed my first Pat McGrath order. I got the 3 holiday eyeshadow palettes. Let me show you what they look like and which ones they are. So, it's been so hard not cracking this box open and digging my fingers in it. So these are, like I said, the holiday palettes, the three eyeshadow palettes. There are 6 pans. Here they all are. I ordered them straight from her website, so yeah, I just could not have them. The first one is the Pat McGrath Labs Mothership Subliminal Dark Star Eyeshadow Palette. Let me show you what this looks like. Okay, I have to say, I do not like the fact that the names are printed on a little plastic card. But look at these shadows. Look how beautiful these are. I cannot wait to play around with them. So I'm gonna bring this in. I actually might bring all 3 palettes in, and they might stay here for another week or 2 weeks. So here's the first one. The second one is the Metamorphoses. Metamorphoses. So here's the Metamorphoses one. Again, the shade names are printed on the little card, and that is what that guy looks like. Stunning. Kind of don't want to dip my fingers into them yet. I don't want to do swatches because I haven't filmed a video hauling this yet or taken any pictures of them or anything like that. So if you want to see swatches or anything like that, let me know. I will be more than happy to film a video swatching them. But I'm not dipping my fingers into them right now. Definitely not. And then the last one, and this is the one that I really wanted the most, is the Bronze Temptation one. Yeah, I had to dip my finger into one of these shades, this one. I just couldn't wait. So there is that one. I really cannot wait to play with these. I cannot wait to play with all of the eyeshadows and pretty much everything that I have in my drawer for this week. So there you have it. If you guys enjoyed this video, please make sure to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. If you have any questions or anything like that about any of the products that I put in this week, let me know in the comments below. Keep your eyes out for the Essence, or it should already be up, the Essence Full Face Friday video. I will be doing an e.l.f. Full Face Friday, so if you like those kinds of videos, make sure to check them out. And if you want a video on just the Pat McGrath, let me know. I'll be more than happy to do that. And that's it. I hope to see you in my next one. Bye.